everybody, it's your girl Icey, aka E-Broke, and I am back with another video for you guys today. And today I am going to be starting off something so fun. I'm so freaking excited to be starting this with you guys. You guys don't know what's gonna hit you, okay? Today we are starting, okay, a series, okay? So grab your popcorn because it's about to get real. Hold on, because my lips is dry. I gotta put some lip gloss on. I can't be looking like this. Hold on. Okay. What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Icey, aka E-Broke, and I am back with another video for you guys today, okay? Alright, so today's video is gonna be something so exciting. I'm so excited to be doing this. If you can't tell already by the title, we are starting a series, okay? So this is going to be a series. I'm just gonna let you guys know. I'm gonna introduce it to you first before we even get into everything, okay? On this channel, I'm going to be doing a series for you guys. This series is going to be called my Psycho Stalker Ex-Best Friend series, and it's basically, I'm going to be touching on exactly what I said, okay? I had a psycho crazy stalker ex-best friend, okay? And basically, like, we just did a whole bunch of things together, and it was a fucking mess, okay? It was a mess. But you're gonna get your life because this shit is going to be so funny. I'm gonna be coming out with new episodes. I'm gonna be posting one episode a week for this series, okay? So it's gonna be very freaking juicy, very freaking funny. You guys wanna make sure that you're staying tuned with these videos because you're gonna die. You're gonna die laughing at the shit that I'm about to tell you guys. Literally, like, I can't even make this shit up. This shit's real. Disclaimer, I can't make this up. It's real. Thank you. All right, so I'm just gonna jump right into this series, okay? We're gonna get into it. I'm gonna put you guys on. You're gonna get your life. Like I said, grab your popcorn, okay? Because it's gonna get crazy. All right, so basically the first part to this series is gonna basically be about the first time that me and my psycho stalker ex-best friend stalked a guy. We basically stalked this guy, found his address, and literally, like, the rest is history, okay? Like, if y'all want to know everything that happened, y'all have to stay tuned. But let's just get into the beginning of this video. All right, so I'm just gonna start off by giving my psycho stalker ex-best friend a name. All right, so we're gonna name her Tatiana. Me, I'm Brooke. She's Tatiana, okay? And the guy that we stalked, we're gonna name him Brian, okay? So me and Tatiana were best friends. We met when we were in the 3rd grade, and we literally, like, did everything together. We had the same sign, like, we drew together, like, we had so much fun. We made pranks, we did a whole bunch of crap. But I'm gonna tell you where shit went left, okay? So one day, me and Tatiana, we were, you know, young. We were 14 years old. And, you know, at this time in our life, we just, you know, like to goof off. We were jokesters. We like to have fun and all that jazz. So one day, me and Tatiana were chilling at my house, and we were just scrolling on Twitter, you know what I'm saying, doing the usual stuff. This is when, like, Facebook first started. But we were on Twitter heavy, though. We were on Twitter, we were on MySpace, and Facebook probably, like, just first started. So Tatiana's basically, like, telling me a whole bunch of stories about, oh, like, a whole bunch of friends that she has on MySpace, and, you know what I'm saying, just, like, filling me in, giving me the tea on her little life or whatever. So I'm here for it. I'm listening to all her stories, you know what I'm saying, and, like, we're kicking it up, laughing, ha 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 ha, that's funny, girl, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just kicking it up. So Tatiana tells me about this guy named Brian. So basically she was like, oh yeah, so there's this guy named Brian I met him on MySpace, like, we're mad cool or whatever, yeah, and we be chatting on MySpace, you know what I'm saying, we be making jokes or whatever, and I be calling him Big Daddy Brian or whatever. So I'm like, Big Daddy Brian, like, Tatiana, what are you talking about? Is this your nigga? Like, what are you talking about? So she's like, no, that's not my nigga, like, we're just friends, but he's mad cool, you know what I'm saying, like we been chopping it up and all that. We be talking on Twitter, da da da. Like, we're friends, but he's mad cool, all that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, cool, Big Daddy Brian, whatever you want to call him, okay. At this point, I didn't even believe that this was a real person, okay? Because she never showed me a picture. She never showed me anything, like any proof that this was a real person. I just figured like she was just making this shit up in her head, you know. Like every time we would chill, like she would always bring up this person Brian, like telling me jokes and stuff like that, or whatever, like situations or whatever that they was talking about, little jokes here and there. So I'll just be like, oh, okay girl, that's funny. But like I never believed that this was a real person, right? So one day I go over to Tatiana's house, and basically like we have a sleepover. Every weekend I would go to her house and we would have like a sleepover. We would chill over there. We wouldn't chill at my house because my grandmother was like really strict and she wouldn't allow us to do anything. And at that point in time, like we always wanted to go out, like we always wanted to do something, right? So I would always just go to her house because her mother was not strict. I went over her house and basically, you know, we was doing our usual kiki, you know what I'm saying, talking, laughing, and she brings up Brian. So she says to me, let's call Brian right now. He says that we should call him, like let's call. So I'm like, all right, whatever, let's call him, like whatever. So she gets on the phone and she turns it on speaker. This is how the conversation goes. Hey Brian, yeah, this is Tatiana, what y'all doing? Brian's like, I'm not doing nothing, just chilling with my friends. What y'all doing? And she's like, nothing, I'm just chilling here with my friend Brooke, you know, like we ain't doing nothing, we just chilling in the house, you know. What y'all about to do? So he's like, well, nothing, I'm about to go get me some food or whatever, but you know, it's the weekend, I ain't got nothing to do. So what you trying to pull up or whatever? Like what y'all trying to do? Tatiana's like, yeah, like we trying to pull up. Brooke, you want to pull up? And I'm like, pull up, like go to his house? And she's like, yeah, like you want to go to his house? And I'm just like, I don't know, like do you know this person? Like you know him? She's like, yeah, I know him, like this is my friend, like. So I'm like, all right, whatever, fuck it. So she's just like, yeah, like let's chill, we're gonna pull up or whatever. So Brian was like, all right, cool, like bring your friend, bring your friend. So first things first, okay? A couple days prior, Tatiana finally showed me the guy was real, okay? So she showed me his picture on Twitter, and basically somehow he saw my picture on Twitter, right? So he told Tatiana that he thought I was cute. When we got on the phone with him, he knew that I was with Tatiana. So I'm like, all right, whatever, like we're gonna go, fuck it. It's like 9 or 10 o'clock at night and we sneak out of Tatiana's house. So this is what happened next. Me and Tatiana, we get dressed, we leave the house, it's pitch black outside and it's cold. So we get outside and I'm asking Tatiana, like, Tatiana, do you know where he lives? Like how we get in there? She's like, yeah, I know where he lives. He lives somewhere in Bed-Stuy or whatever. Like we could walk there, it's not far. It's probably like a 20-minute walk, like it's not far. So I'm like, all right, cool, like we go, whatever, like we could walk, you feel me? Like we like to walk places, like we will always walk everywhere. Like we were young, we didn't have money, we didn't have Metro cards, but we would just walk, like we didn't give a fuck. So we're walking or whatever, and I'm under the impression, you know, that okay, like we're about to go chill with Tati and her friend or whatever, like it's gonna be lit, it's gonna be chill vibes, and you know what I'm saying, like we're just gonna have fun, nothing crazy, no sex involved, nothing like that was going on in our mind, because at the time, like I said, we were 14 or 15, and the guy was like 16 or 17. He was 2 years older than us, you know what I'm saying? But like our young ass, naive ass, like niggas, we would like, it wasn't in our head like to do, you know, anything crazy. Like we were just being adventurous. We get up to the hood that, you know, we about to be in. We took a little 20-minute walk or whatever, and like around the time we get like around the area or perimeter of where she thought he lived, and yes, I said thought because she didn't know where he lived. You follow me? Yeah. Sis never knew where Brian lived, okay? And I found that out when we got on the block. So this is what happened next. So Tatiana's like, okay, like I think he lives somewhere on this block. I don't know what the house is, but I know he lives on this block somewhere, or like somewhere around here. So I'm just like, Tatiana, you don't know where he lived? I thought y'all was friends. Like, she's like, yeah, we're friends. I don't know exactly where he lived. Like, he didn't tell me exactly where he lived at, but I think he lives over here. She's like, all right, here, call him and see like where he's at. So I'm like, why do I have to call him? And she's like, because he knows that you're coming. Like, he knows that you're trying to come see him. So like, just call him. He won't think it's weird if you call him. All right, whatever, like I'm gonna call. So I get on the phone and I call. So I'm like, hello? So some guy picks up the phone and it doesn't sound like Brian. It sounds like somebody's dad or something, right? I'm like, hello, hi, is Brian there? And the guy's like, no, Brian is not here. He stepped out. He should be back soon. Who is this? I'm like, nobody. I'm just one of his friends. I was just trying to see where he was at. But yeah, like if he comes in, I'll just call back or something like that. So he was like, alright. I tell Tatiana Brian's not in the house right now, so what do you want to do? Like, we walked all the way over here. So Tatiana's like, well, we gonna wait. And I'm like, wait, wait where? It's cold out here. She was just like, we're gonna just wait outside. Like maybe, like he said he's out, right? So maybe like we'll see him walking around somewhere. We'll see him walk to his house. I'm just like, okay, so where do you want to wait at? Like, we don't know where the house is at. Where do you want to wait? So she's like, okay, let's go wait at McDonald's. Thank God there's a McDonald's that's on the same block, right? So we're inside. We're like literally peeking out the window like this, like trying to see if we see Brian, right? Mind you, we only seen what this guy looks like from Twitter. Okay, so we've never seen what this guy looks like in real life, and we're trying to find a person that we never saw in person. You follow me? You follow me? Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, right? Exactly. So me and Tatiana, we go outside and we go across the street to a bus stop. We're sitting at the bus stop literally waiting to see anybody that we don't even know who it is. Like, we're literally waiting for somebody that we don't even know who it is. Like, it didn't even make any sense. So at some point in time, we're like literally like hiding behind the bus stop. We were literally like hiding behind the glass, like peeking out, like trying to see, like, is that Brian? Is that Brian? Wait, that look like Brian right there. I think that's Brian right there. That's literally what we were doing. So all of a sudden, we see somebody that look like Brian. I think that's Brian right there. Tatiana goes, I think you're right, that is Brian. Oh, we found it. Tatiana's like, come on, we gotta follow him. I'm like, follow him? What the fuck? She's like, yeah, we gotta follow him. Like, what the hell? Brian crosses the street. So now he opens the gate to his house. Boom. We find the house. He walks up the steps. He has like a plate of food with him, right? He knocks on the door, opens the door, and goes inside the house. Now Tatiana's like, that's Brian, that's where he lives, we're going up. Okay, like, does this nigga know we coming or not? She's like, yeah, like, I think he said he told us to pull up. So I'm like, all right, cool, say less, whatever. He told us to pull up, let's go. Me and Tatiana, we cross the street, we open the gate, we go up the steps, and then we stop. We knock on the door, and then literally we hide. Tatiana's like, come on, girl, come on, come to the side of the porch, so they can't see us. What the fuck? Like, why are we hiding? Like, why are we hiding? Somebody opens the door and they're like, hello, whatever. I'm sitting here like, Tatiana, like, why you didn't say nothing? We look fucking crazy, we look like idiots. I'm just like, Tatiana, why are we hiding? I thought we was going inside. Like, what happened? So she's like, all right, I'm sorry, I got a little scared. I'm gonna knock again. Go back to the door and we knock again. Somebody's walking to the door now. So they open the door and it's Brian. The first thing Brian says is, who the fuck is knocking on my door like that? We're still in the corner like this, shook, scared, frightened, petrified, shook. Brian comes out the door. He turns left and he sees us sitting on his porch, staring back at him. Who is this on my porch? We like, hi. He turns on the porch light. So he's like, Tatiana? What the you doing here? So Tatiana's like, you invited us. Brian's like, I wasn't dead ass. Like, I wasn't serious. I didn't tell you to come to my crib. Like, what are you doing? How y'all got here? Y'all walk here? How you know where I live? I never told you my address. So I'm just sitting here like, he's about to fuck us up. So she's just like, oh, I don't know. Like, I just thought I just thought you know what I'm saying? I just thought you wanted us to come over and chill. Like, I didn't know. Literally, like, they're going back and forth now. Because, like, Brian just couldn't believe that we came all the way to his house, found out his address to where he lived, and he never even gave it to us. Like, I don't even think that he even knew what the hell was going on at that point. And frankly, neither the hell did I, because I wasn't under the impression that, like, she knew this guy like that. I was under the impression that they were friends. I was under the impression that she knew where he lived. The nigga never even gave us an address. Like, and how did we fucking find this nigga? Like, I knew right there that bitch was crazy. Okay? I knew right there something was off, because how the fuck did this whole shit happen? How the fuck did you find this nigga? Like, where did you find this nigga? Like, I was literally, like, so confused. I was so confused. Brian takes a look at me. He sees that I'm sitting on the other side of Tatiana. Brian's like, Brooke, that's you? That's you too? You with her? And I'm just like, yeah. And he's like, oh, okay, nice to meet you, but get the fuck off my porch. I said, wow. I said, wow. Like, I felt like shit, literally. Me and Tatiana, we get up, we gather ourselves. Brian is like, peace, bye, see y'all later. I hit y'all up on Twitter. Y'all on some different, okay, I hit y'all up later. So he leaves, he goes back inside, he closes his door, and now me and Tatiana just sitting there. Like, we sat on the porch for probably about an extra 60 seconds because we were, like, so in shock. And, like, literally after the 60 seconds happened, Tatiana just started bursting out laughing. Like, the bitch is literally like, I'm just like, so now we're leaving. Now we're walking back home. Tatiana just found the whole shit hilarious. Like, I don't know, it was like tickling her. Like, she would not stop laughing and talking about the situation. She thought the shit was so fucking funny. And I was just like, I was laughing with her, you know what I'm saying? Because we were young. And I thought it was kind of funny too. But then, like, in the back of my head, I'm like, okay, like, let's not do this again. Because that nigga could have just shot us. That's stalking. She's just like, nah, you're right. But that was funny though. Like, we're not gonna do that again, but that was mad funny. Like, oh my god, did you see his face? Yeah, I saw his face. And nigga looked like he didn't know who the fuck you was. Like, what the fuck you mean? Like, did you see his face? Because he looked like he didn't know you. So now we get back home. It's probably like 1 o'clock in the morning, and we had to walk all the way back home. We get to the house, and now we're just like pondering over everything that has happened. And literally we go on Twitter, and the first thing we see is a mention of both of our Twitter names. Brian literally goes on Twitter and says, yo, tell me why Tatiana and Brooke just pulled up at my crib and I didn't even give them the address. What type of stalkish is that? I felt so embarrassed. Like, I'm like, yo, nigga just put that on Twitter. Yo, nigga just put that on Twitter. What the fuck? I cannot believe that just happened. I cannot believe we just did that. Like, I couldn't believe myself. Like, it was literally nuts. Like, it was crazy. After pondering over the whole situation, Tatiana's just like, yo, we gotta do that again. And I'm like, nah, sis, you're bugging. So she's like, nah, we gotta do that shit again. Like, that was funny. I can't front, it was kind of funny. So she was like, yeah, like, let's do that shit again tomorrow. And I'm like, tomorrow? I bet. And that, my friends, was the first story about the time that I stalked the guy with my psycho ex-best friend. Guess what we did the next day? If you want to know what happened the next day, stay tuned, because part 2 of this series of my psycho ex-stalker best friend will be up next week for you guys. I love you guys so much. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what part was the funniest to you. What you guys have you guys ever had a psycho stalker ex-best friend? What type of like charades and pranks you guys were doing when you were like pre-teens? Like, if you have any other stories, please leave them down in my comment section below. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on your post bell notifications so you can be notified when I make another video, because the train is moving. Okay, we just hit 1K on the channel. Thank you so much to all my new subscribers, and I thank you for all your love and support. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Peace.